Okay, welcome back. So now we'll be focusing on the home section of your client dashboard. Okay, so let's jump into it. Now keep in mind this section was totally separate from the entire program. I wanted to build a workspace, an area, an environment for you where you can be most productive, not only within my program, but also other aspects of your life. And you'll see. So let's get started. So when you come to your client dashboard, just scroll down to the home section and hit the drop down menu and you'll see this link called My Little Hut. So let's click on that. Now you're brought to your little hut and just gives you a little welcome. Obviously these views can always be collapsed or compressed. And then it's just very simple, nothing crazy here. As you can see, it's just time, date, goals for the month over here, whatever you want to do in lists, to-do lists, a little bit of anime here, and then you have your menu bar. So anything related to this whole section will be under your menu bar. So your own personal links, and then also links that are shared with the DCL program, such as your board, your meditations, your morning routine, because there might be some overlap, right? But that's totally up to my client. They can either use those links, they can delete them, do whatever they want, because at this point nothing here is locked, so they can go ahead and customize everything they want, right? But let's start off here with the section by section. So when you click on your life, let's take a look at what it brings. So here you are on your life section. Again, just a little welcome platform. This time let's track some iced coffee, because who doesn't like iced coffee? You have your playlists, and then you have a little calendar here, which is simple calendar view of this section. Now what you're presented here under your menu bar is a couple of options. One is your Smart Goal Planner. So this is a little bit different from your Goal Planner from the DCL program. However, nevertheless, that Goal Planner is here as a link. So if I click that, you'll remember. This was under the Good Morning section, actually. So let's back up. Okay. Now this is a Smart Goal Planner. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those original goals that you inputted into the program and take it a step further into a Smart Goal Planner. And for most of you, you probably do know that term SMART, right? Are they specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and within time frame goals, right? So if you're not aware, just hit the drop down view menu and it'll explain to you about SMART goals. Again, the link to your previous goals and then your actual SMART Goal Planner. And here you go. So here's some examples. But when you click on a new one, this is what it looks like. And you can see here on the side, you have your options for specific. You would type in, make the goal specific. Is it measurable? Is it achievable? Is it relevant? And then of course time frame. And then you also get this mini template underneath here for every time you hit new. And then you can put in your new goals. And once you fill it in, you can just determine on the status. Is it in progress? Is it what you want to do? Or is it complete? Right. So want to do, I think that should be over in this section as it progresses. Okay. And that covers your Smart Planner. So let's back up. And the other section here is monthly reflections. And so anytime you want to just reflect on the month, you can come here. Now I've presented two styles that you can choose from. You can either go with the board style, and with that you can have the board view or the gallery view, depending what you want. And as you can see here, it's just the months, and when you click on it, it's just reflecting on the month. You can put in your notes, what have you. Now if you don't like that style, you can always go with the text style, which is style number 2. And as you can see here, it's just simple text with a to-do list, or just a bulleted list for you to add in your items. Okay, let's back up. And then you have your journal. So anything you want to journal, a daily reflection, a vacation, what have you. I've put some examples here for your daily journal. And so when you want to put in a new entry, you would select daily entry as a template. So let's try that out. Okay, you can see your daily entry. When you click that, you have your template, right? And here it gives you just a list here, your intentions, your daily happenings, things that you're grateful for, in an action item list here. Okay. So let's back up from here. 2 more things to go over. This one here is your wish list. And that's what it is. It's just basically a wish list. Sometimes you're sitting there wondering, you know, things I wish I had, things I need, and then things that I'm not sure. So I just broke it down to those three categories. You know, things that you wish that you had. Either you need them, and you can just make your list here, or either you want them, right? Obviously, there's a difference between needs and wants, but that's up to you. And then things that you're not sure about. So when you click here, you know, you just jot down the things that you're not sure about. Okay, so let's back up from here. And the last section in your life section here is your lounge. And I just wanted a place where you can kind of host all of your um, books, movies, recipes, you know, kind of your place here too. So when you click here on, let's say for instance, my books, I just put an example here. But for every new entry, you just hit new or open. And you can see that it's already pre-filled with some genres. You can definitely add your own. I've pre-filled the star rating from 1 to 5. And then you just write your own review. Same idea with movies. Okay, and the same idea with recipes. If you just click on here. And I've already just pre-filled one recipe as an example for my client. And there you go, banana bread. Just put in the ingredients, directions, and a little picture just to help out. Okay, and that's your lounge. Just a place for you to hang out and put your cool things in there. And that covers the life section. So let's go back to the main, which is my little hut. And then let's move on to the work section. Now this section is actually worth probably, you know, this has probably the most value in the entire templates that I have here in Notion. And you'll see why in a second. Okay. So here you are. This is your work section. Obviously you have your drop down view. Talks a little about your section. And as you notice, yes, I have included some AI bots. I was able to design 5 of my own AI apps or AI bots relatively quick. There's some cool applications out there where you can do it for free, of course, because that is the premise of my program. And so what we have here when you scroll down is just your main page. So you have your calendar, time, and music, of course, and you can pick from your Spotify playlist, or there's some songs and sounds that I've added here from YouTube. Okay, but let's close that off. And once you're plugged in with your music, then you have 2 trackers here, things that you've uploaded, things that you've created. Obviously these you can change on your own. You just have to go to the website where you create the widgets and modify it. And instead of a to-do list, this is your must-do. Whatever you have to do today goes here. And then you have your goals. You have your goals from last year, as you can see. And then your goals for this year. Okay. And then you have your trackers. So if it's content posting, so let's see how that looks like. Okay. And then you have your messaging. And these are all trackers that you can add. And then on top of that, where it gets really cool is some of the tools. So you have your collaboration tool here, which is basically, you know, anytime you're doing collaborations, you know, whether it's for tech editing, marketing, operations, videos or lives, or even life, you can add your own categories, you can add whatever you want, but it's kind of just help you manage your collaborations with your clients, right? And then the next thing below that is your content ideas. And this is just a little list for you to jot down any content ideas that you may have, a to-do list, format, notes, anything like that. And then on top of that, there's also the 5 digital bots that I was able to create. And this will definitely help you out. You know, I've created a niche bot, a brand bot, an idea bot, a post bot, and a description bot. Just to give you an example, let's try one. So you click on a niche bot, and what that'll do, it'll bring you to this page. And this will help you. Let's take a look. I need help with identifying your niche. Let this AI-powered bot generate a few ideas to get you started. So basically, based on this criteria, once you fill in the information, it'll give you a list of possible answers, right? And I've done a couple of those. And so again, you have your niche bot, you have your brand bot. So your brand bot is basically your help statement. If you need help with identifying your brand, you put in again some criteria and it'll come out with a couple of help statements. Idea bot is just that. It'll give you content ideas on long and short form content. And then your digital post bot, what that will do is actually draft a post for you, but not only that, but it'll also generate an image. So whether you want to post it on your LinkedIn, your Instagram, Facebook, what have you. And the last one, the digital descript bot, is basically when you are looking to promote a product or service. This will help create those type of eye-catching ads. Also with great format as well, and it's also SEO friendly, of course. Okay, so those are some of the cool tools. Now below here, what you'll see is two lines here. Now the reason why there's two lines here is because I leave it for my clients to decide which one do you like. You know, they can either keep this or this line here. And what it is basically connecting all of your socials for two reasons. One, it's easier for them to click here and then jump into their socials online on a desktop. And number two is that they can take this actual string and copy it and place it on any of their web pages they want, where they want to have like sort of my contact info. Right now, the deal with this one here is it's not a simple copy and paste type of URL or widget. These ones you actually have to go inside the code and do a little bit of coding, right? Just do a little bit of coding. So if you're good with that, or if you want to learn, it's quite easy. You can do a couple of YouTube videos and it'll show you. I learned it over just a few hours of following someone and seeing what they did, and now I'm able to manipulate this, and whichever client, based on that onboarding form, I take that information and plug it in here, right? Now moving along, then I've given you a notepad at the bottom, right? And I've put just 3 columns here, and I've given you some examples here just to get you started. I've given you a social media planner, and what that is two things. One is a content planner, and again, if you're a little confused, you can always hit the drop view menu, it'll tell you what it is. And basically what I've done is created 7 types of content. I've doubled it to make it 14 pieces, and basically jotted down on the week here and given you a board so that you're not double dipping on the same category, right? For instance, you notice that let's say on Sunday we have promotion there. You're not going to put promotion there again, right? Because you already know that's the type that you're covering. So we'll take that out, and maybe Sunday promotion post, and maybe we'll do a behind the scene post. But you get the idea. It's basically making sure that you're not doing the same thing. It kind of helps plan your content. And this was based on obviously my client's program, getting them to do 2 posts per day. You know, depending on what we agreed on, it could be 3 posts, 1 post, just to help you out. And then right below that is your daily tasks. And this is separate from the DCL program, your morning tasks. This is just strictly on the social media, and you can definitely manipulate this. And they're just static lists for the day, just to help you keep track. And there are 14 typical day-to-day activities that anyone in social media management would be doing. And so I've listed them here, and you can tick them off, or I've also put them in text here, and you can just tick them off here as well. You know, monitor and engage your comments and all that good stuff. Okay, so let's close that off. Now, one of the other reasons why I feel that this section here alone has the most value out of all of the Notion templates is I've also given you a resources deck, and this is over 60 links to free online tools. Yes, free, because again, that is the premise of my program, free. And I've categorized some of them under images, videos, systems, and what have you, or AI, right? But basically, it's over 60 free links, or sorry, 60 links to free online tools. And I kid you not, because I use these on a day-to-day basis, right? So you can organize them in any way you want, what have you, but that's your resource deck, right? And then you have a little motivation here, similar to the one in the DCL program, but this one's a bit bigger. Instead of 4, I've given you 9. Just cute things. As a single parent, obviously I keep my children in mind, and these things kind of pop in my head whenever I think about motivation. Okay, and the last one is just a calendar pertaining to this page. Any tasks, what have you. And this covers your work section under your little hut. Now going back, there's I think 2 more sections to go over, which is your finances. So let's take a quick look at that. And that's what it is. It's just simply tracking your finances, whether it's your income, whether it's your expenses. I could have sworn I did write some expenses in here. Oh, there they are. And then last, of course, is your to-do list. And sometimes you have things that come to mind while you're doing your finances, like have a garage sale, purchase new software, work on some digital products to sell. It's totally up to you. Right? So let's just compress all of these. And then the last section in your little hut is your 2023 planner. So just sit down, take a few minutes, and plan your entire year. So with that in mind, obviously there's a plugin, but if you need more explanation, there's always the drop view menu, and it tells you. And you have your plugin. Let's take a look. This time you have a quote. You can always refresh that quote. You got your playlist, date, time, a little bit of anime, and this time we're tracking water. And then the planner. So now the planner is broken into 4 sections. You know, a to-do list, and what this is really is, you know, things that you'll be doing consistently for the year. So, you know, what I want you to write down for Monday is what you'll be consistently doing on a Monday. Like, you know, every Monday I have to do laundry or something like that, right? Not this Monday I do laundry, next week I'll do it on a Wednesday. So I want this to be static tasks that you do on a day-to-day basis. And then you have your habits. Same idea. I want you to come up with weekly habits that are going to stick throughout the year. Not just this month I'm going to be doing this every single day, and the next month I'm going to do something else. No. Think about your habits that you want to continue to do, right? And you have your goals, and then your calendar. With goals, it's just really write down all the goals you're trying to hit this year. You know, I just put a couple in here just to get you inspired. Buy a laptop, you know, upload consistently, decorate my room, travel abroad, all this good stuff. And then of course you have your calendar. And this is your 2023 planner. So let me just compress these again. Okay, and let's back up. And that basically covers your section, My Little Hut. Again, these links below here are anything shared with the DCL program, because I find it might be redundant if you do a morning routine here and then have to track it over, right? So I'm trying to eliminate as many clicks away and keep it all in-house, right? So this covers the My Little Hut. So when we go back to the main area, you can see it right here. And hopefully you enjoy this, because again, I created this totally separate from the program. I wanted to give you a little bit of a bonus and help you get your digital business that kickstart. So remember, not only does it have those 60 plus free you know, additional resources that you can get online for free, I've also created 5 AI bots to help you out, so you never run out of ideas, you never run out of content, you never run out of excuses. Really is what I'm trying to get at. So hopefully that works. And again, if you have any questions or concerns, you know how to get a hold of me. You can always connect through my Slack inside the program through the dashboard, or send me an email at info@johncarrion.com. Thanks for your time. Take care and stay safe.